Okay, hello. My name is Olivia, and I am starting on a journey of discussing and documenting stuff that I do that I've always been nervous about doing. Um, it's just one of those things where you self doubt and you can have self esteem issues to document while you're trying to figure out yourself. But it's just something that kept coming to my mind that I wanted to do, even if this never goes anywhere for myself. I could look back on how I thought and how what I felt and what I did, what worked, what didn't work, you know, talking to my future self to see that it gets better one day. So there's a couple of things that I am documenting and learning about myself all in one. First is this. I'm just starting to try to learn and embrace my natural hair. Um, it's really only been like a month or two of starting this. As I go, I'm the one like cutting my own perm ends off, watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos on what to do. I've attempted a wash and go 3 times. Terrible, clumpy, greasy, oily, um, not working. I'm just learning how to try to wash my hair in portions and putting leave in conditioner, that new brush that like has the multiple rigs, and twisting my hair up and just leaving it like that. And then I took out the twist, and this is my first real attempt at a twist out. Don't know if it's successful or not, but I just like that I am learning and I like it. Um, don't know how to braid, so I'm also learning how to try to flat twist, trying to make it neat. Also have hella white hair. I don't know the explanation for that. They always say it's stress, but I overthink a lot, deal with anxiety and learning about depression as well. But that's like a separate thing that I'll talk about. I'll just talk about the physical right now, and the inside will be a different video. Um, so yeah, I'm just learning, trying to embrace it, trying to learn how to do hairstyles, save some money at the same time. I've done some braids that I attempted and some twists. I will include that somehow. And another thing that I wanted to discuss was weight. It is a huge deal to me. Um, First off, I'm overweight. Um, Starting, I did have the VSG surgery about 2 years ago. And sometimes I'm embarrassed to say it, sometimes I'm proud to know that I've done it. Um, when I had the VSG surgery, the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, I was 394-ish pounds. Um, the lowest I've ever gotten past that surgery was about 303. Never make it to the 200s, which was frustrating and obviously caused me to emotionally eat. Um, I can honestly say that I don't have an appetite most of the time. One bad habit that I did pick up because I wasn't having the appetite and I still wanted to eat when I felt sad or sorry for myself is that I would drink or smoke, and that obviously led to overeating and stuff. The one weight that I was maintaining between the 2 years was about 313. I just went on vacation twice. One to Jamaica for my birthday, because I'm Jamaican. That's where I was born. And I came back from that vacation, and that vacation was only about, I want to say, 6 days. And I came back from 313 to like about 323. No, that's tens. I'm doing it too easily. Um, but I feel like that's what I remember. It was 323. And then recently I just went on vacation to South Carolina to celebrate my boyfriend's birthday. And I know I felt differently. Mind you, I wasn't even eating a lot. I was drinking a whole lot. Um, You know, he was eating burgers. I wasn't able to finish my food because it was too thick for my stomach. And I came back, went on the scale yesterday, and it's at 331. So I'm obviously upset and disgusted with myself. I'm trying not to be hard on myself because I feel like there's never a time that I actually love myself, but I'm uncomfortable. So it's not about reaching a certain look. When I originally had the VSG, I was following my little cousin. My little cousin had it, and she got this small, and I was just like, that's what I want. That's the life I want. I'm gonna get all the best opportunities in life, jobs, boys, all of it. Everything's gonna fall into place. I got it, and that's not what happened for me. So I think it's time for me to break down and fall in love with myself and learn about myself and learn about my habits or my triggers and stuff like that. Starting yesterday, I decided that I was no longer going to drink for the rest of October because I am Caribbean. So drinking is, I don't want to say a part of my DNA, but low key a part of my DNA. I could drink, and I tried a whole bunch of different stuff. Before the VSG, I did keto. I did lose a lot with keto, but it was like as soon as you stop a day of being keto and being out of ketosis, everything would just blow back up. And that was annoying because it was like, oh, you fall off a day, you're back up 5, 6 pounds for some reason with my body, and then you're fighting to get back into it, and it was just rough. So, I can already eat small portions if I'm not under any influence of alcohol. So I'm stopping that. So starting yesterday, I was watching some hair videos that led to another lady, and I've always heard about the intermittent fasting, but I have not been able to do it. Like other than when I was younger, I used to fast with my mother for like just church or stuff like that. But it was nothing like serious or for weight. It was just like you want something, believe in something so much, you should be able to give up and pray and focus on that goal. So now I'm looking into intermittent fasting. I did start yesterday at 10:04 p.m. The lady that I saw on YouTube had an app that literally counts down, which is helpful for me. It seems so millennium of me, but it's helpful because you can just look at the time and be like, okay, I stop eating here, I'll start eating this. But seeing this helps. So I am doing the 16:8, where you, okay, can't see it, but it's right there, where you fast for 16 hours and you eat for 8. And I thought that this was gonna be hard, but I also thought it was gonna be easier in the daytime for me because one habit that I always had is that when I woke up, my stomach didn't wake up until about a good 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And I thought that was just like good and bad because I thought the reason why I gained a lot of weight when I was younger, obviously bad eating habits, eating out when my mother was at work, all these stuff. But I also thought because I wasn't really hungry, like I'll eat like a one big meal that was like doing something. Um, but it wasn't, and it was an unhealthy meal, if anything. So I started to realize, like after VSG, that my stomach will wake up around 4 or 5 o'clock when everybody's waking up, and I love breakfast, but they were stuffing their face and stuff. I just couldn't do it. Like I know it would make me have a stomach ache. So I just thought I'll have that in the bag. My problem though is late night eating because I can't sleep. I don't have insomnia. Sorry if I said that wrong. That was a test that they did. Oh no, and not insomnia. Sleep apnea. There we go. Uh, they did that test before the VSG. I don't have it, and I know a lot of people that's overweight does. But I just can't go to sleep. If I don't drink some alcohol, it's a time on PM, I cannot sleep on my own. So I'm up, and I'm up until 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And what that will cause me to do is watch TV. And I'll be like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm not asleep, so I'm hungry. Probably boredom. And I'll eat late at night. So when I wake up and couldn't eat, I just thought that that was some type of discipline I had, that my stomach just wasn't ready to eat. But I'm starting to learn that that's not the case, because starting intermittent fasting last night at 10:04 p.m., I have not had nothing to eat. It's now 1:23 p.m. the next day, and I'm hungry. Before, I'd be like, oh, I could go mad hours. I actually had planned to go past the 16 hours and like surprise the app, like, oh, she's still fasting. She didn't break it. And no. Uh, as soon as it's 2:04, I'm gonna eat some broccoli, and still gonna figure out a way to do healthy choices. I have some leftovers, so I have to find a way to finish that, because money be tight. Um, so that's just my journey with that, and I really want to stay focused, and I want to keep doing it. Um, Doing these videos, I have self-conscious about a lot of stuff, and I'm just trying to push through that. Um, One obvious thing is that the camera is here and not below, but I'm gonna grow out of that. I just want to do my comfort level. It's kind of like I used to be mean to myself. I used to be like, oh, if I just throw myself into stuff, I'll see it and I'll be so disgusted and then everything will change. But it doesn't happen that way. You'll look at it, just keep being sad about it and keep being depressed about it, and then do the things that don't help you with it. So continue eating, continue drinking, and I'm just trying to learn about myself in all aspects. I'm 26 years old. My birthday was July 7th, and I realized that I really don't know a lot about myself, because it's kind of where it was just pretend that you know to look a certain way, pretend like you're okay, pretend that you're confident with it, pretend that you're tough. Like, I'm emotional, I'm a Cancer, so I definitely cry and get emotional, but it was like a certain level that it won't go beyond. And now I'm breaking through that barrier, and it's scary. Like, just saying that alone, which doesn't even sound real detailed about what I'm going at, my tummy feels nervous. That's how scary it is for me to learn. And I just want to be able to break through it, and I don't want to say have the confidence, just have the strength to continue, because I having the strength to learn about myself can grow into learning and loving myself, and then everything else should follow. Um, I'm gonna keep trying to do this, even if it's just like a video diary, um, but two journeys, well, multiple journeys, but two journeys that I will be addressing at the same time, were having to do with my hair and trying to learn how to embrace its naturalness, and my body. Um, the other things, I guess I can maybe do a different video, but these are two big physical important things to me, and I just wanted to document that part. Alright, fast is almost over. This will be the end of this first video. Thank you for whoever would have listened, even if it's me in the future. I hope that you continued this journey, and if you didn't, don't beat yourself up. Just rewatch this and think about this ambition that you had now, and try to get back into it. And if I did continue and I made it past these humps and learn to love my hair and do complete a wash and go, and same for health, and if this intermittent fasting helps and I continue to be healthy, I am proud of you, because you started here and you continued. Okay, thank you.